Okay, let's go to yeah, this is my cherry ripe. I don't know why that took me a while to think there. Zcash. I wanted to choose a slightly different cherry ripe this week instead of Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid is starting to show some weakness, but I'm not calling panic stations yet until it loses yeah, a certain level. We can discuss that another day. But Zcash, I've gone to the weekly timescale here, and this is a cherry ripe setup in the making. It's not, okay, go all in. I'm not buying here. I'm being very, very patient. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to right click here, set an alert. I'm looking for consequential horizontal levels. And right now, this market's telling me, okay, there's a really consequential level here. If this line's extended back to here, that tap on the top, tap, 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 tap. Like this is a really strong level. It's right in the middle band of all this stuff happening. And once it gets through this level, there's not much volume above. There's a little bit at 520, which it's previously had a bit of trouble with. But this is the setup I like to start to get interested. And what I want to see is it's gotten through the 10. So it's closed through the 10 here, which is fantastic. It's come back down and retested the 10. Fantastic. If this week this can close full body. Okay, moving on to my one to watch. I've not looked at Solana in a really, really long time, but again, we're trying to look for trend shifts. And Solana hasn't done that yet, but it is trying to. And I just want to show you this level here because I've got this box down here and I've got my squiggle still here from a newsletter, I think November last year. So like, the worst case scenario, Bitcoin actually loses 80,000 and the altcoins are about to enter a bear market after being down, not firing a shot, being down, 90% already. How low can these things go? And Solana for mine, the worst case was around that $50, that low $40. We didn't quite get there. We got to 60 and we still might get down here. If this is a sort of a run back and fall down, sure. But again, there comes a point where it just can't go down anymore. Hi guys, hope you're enjoying the session of the Altcoin Bible so far. Just a reminder, if you want the full version of this session where I cover Bitcoin, the macro, current events in crypto, as well as more charts, Cherry Ripe, One to Watch, and Danger Zone, then make sure to become a newsletter subscriber by clicking the link below. You'll also get weekly content written by myself and the team. You'll also get access to mastermind videos, which Joe and I put together. Until then, hope you enjoy the show. Back to it. And Solana has an ETF, which is seeing some small inflows at the moment, but it's turned positive. We're also seeing Hyperliquid get massive inflows, and that's quite positive at the moment. So there is buying appetite at these levels. And I also look at just how clear a level we have through here. And what has Solana done? It is deviated beneath, went as low as it could, climbed back out, big weekly engulfing candle back through that horizontal, and it's holding back above that level. That is actually really bullish if it can hold there. It's breached back through the 10 EMA, back through the horizontal, and this can really start to move. That is a bottom formation where it's trapped a lot of shorts. My view is, and this is why, and this is an interesting one for me, because I'm going to use DEXE as a danger zone, but also with a caveat saying that it could actually be a massive cherry ripe in the near future, and maybe even now, because you can't 100% know either way. But in the near term, I look at something like DEXE and I just have a look at the momentum and it's breaking out. That all looks pretty good to me. I'm looking at volume here though. It's completely trailing off. There's real no follow through here, which is a bit of a red flag. And particularly when you're looking at a lower market cap coin like I think DEXE is $1 billion market cap, might actually be a bit higher now because of that. And they've got some big unlocks coming, but this is a really big move. So it's driven on some kind of insiders or fundamentals behind the scenes. Great. But I have seen too many of these charts, too many of these altcoins that go up this kind of magnitude in a short amount of time when everything else is getting crushed. I mean, it's up 1,300%. Can it go higher? Yes. And the chart probably says it does go higher. But in the short term, I don't want to risk being wrong about this. And I just look at this and go, all right, let's go. So I've got the 10 EMA rather. So I've got the horizontal level that I'm really keen on, which is at $24. The 10 weekly EMA is coming up beautifully. It's trailing price, love it. I want that to come up to the breakout level because I think I've seen this happen far too many times where these breakouts happen, they scoot up, everyone goes long, and then it comes back, crushes all those people that go long, and then so it does maybe just something like that, comes back down, 10 EMA catches up,